All right. Okay. Another week, another video. A little nervous that someone's gonna walk in. Um, yeah, so if I look to the side, it's me being nervous that someone's gonna walk in and feeling slightly embarrassed. I usually do these during Hosan, which is like my time off. But I had a really crazy, fun weekend. Um, First day, I'm out in the mountains and there's like a bunch of rivers. So we found this place, it's called a birth canal, and basically it's like these rivers with all these rocks, and you like jump in and then you're just like in the stream and you get like taken away. So I visited that place for first time on Sunday. Monday, we hiked Mount Tremper, which is the mountain that I'm right next to. That was a 5-hour hike. So I was exhausted. So we did the hike. And then my friend hadn't been to the birth canal, so then we found it. We like I had to remember, like, look at my memory and be like, where it even is this place, but we found it. And then I took another jump. uh, I forgot to mention the water is like 57 degrees, so it's like a cold plunge jump, but still so beautiful, just like just so great. And then there's like these warm rocks because it's a river, the stream rocks. You just lay on the rock, after the cold water. Great feeling. And then we ate at a diner, had a really delicious burger. And then we ended the night with a campfire and we made s'mores. So I feel like this weekend I lived out my summer camp dreams from the movies. I like always wanted to be out in the wilderness with friends and we like do activities. Well, my time arrived and that was that weekend. So, yeah, so then I had, till 2 p.m. the next day, and I just relaxed. There was like no motivation to do the video. Like there was like wanting to do the video cuz I was like excited, like there's like so much to talk about, but then acknowledging that my body needs rest. So now I'm making it during my break and hoping that no one walks in into me making this video and I get shy and lose my train of thought. So please, no one come in as I'm speaking. Thank you. Okay. So this is my last work week before I do Sesshin. Sesshin is a 5 days intensive silent retreat, so intensive sitting, all in silence. And I'm basically in our Zendo, which is like where we do Zazen, like the whole day basically. So that's gonna be pretty intense. So this week's been a little bittersweet. Like, this is my last full week of work practice. And yeah, just a lot of reflections. Yeah, I don't know where to start. I like there's just a lot of feelings that I've been feeling. And yeah, I think there's been, well, before I get into the heavier stuff, I'm like, what's better? Like positive, negative, not negative, but positive, a little sad, positive, sad, which one to go with first? Um, I'll start off with I'm okay. Like the emotions that I feel, I'm able to navigate them. And I'll start with the positive is I just feel like I'm really bearing like the fruits of my practice. Every day I wake up, just so much gratitude to be here. I just feel so present and just I just think life is so beautiful, and I've always felt that way, but I feel that the past 2 years, my light, my inner light has kind of dimmed, and just haven't really felt that I was whole, and I wasn't whole, and I feel like I was like seeking all these things, like what could it be to like make myself feel whole, and being here is just like a reminder that I'm complete and that there's like nothing to seek outside of myself, that it's like all within myself. And I feel like I accomplished what I wanted out of this retreat, which was like to create a safe place for myself. I feel really comfortable to feel sad, to feel happy, to feel angry, and just know that I can comfort myself and hold space for myself and for those emotions. And for me that's like because of the practice. It's like because of the practice. Um, yeah, because yeah, I've just been focusing on this and uh, giving, helping out in the temple, and not wasting my energy on things that cause me to suffer and cutting things out. So I feel really like every day I can maybe feel some emotions, but I always get to this place where I feel stable and I'm like, you know what, but life is still beautiful, like even if it's sad. Um and I had a really beautiful insight. Like what I love is that I have these like knowings that come to me, and I think the beautiful thing with nature is that like nature will like confirm these knowings. So, bearing the fruit of practice, I had this theme in mind, and on Sunday or Saturday, I was picking honeyberries from the garden, and I never picked honeyberries before. They're like kind of long. I don't know. They're just like a long blueberry, and yeah. I don't know how to describe honeyberries. You have to try one to know. But I was picking them, and when you first get to the plant, you can't see them. Like they brought me over to the plant, and I was like where are they? I like don't see them. Like why did they take me to this plant? And then I noticed that, if you look underneath and in the side, there's like tons of berries to pick, like so many berries to pick and, eat and, savor and enjoy. And I was like thinking, I'm like, that's literally the practice, you don't always see it. You meditate and like you're not going to notice a difference the next day. And I would say the same goes for like trying to break any habit or trying to change your life in any way. Like when you first start doing it, you don't see it, and then you don't see it, and then all of a sudden you like see all these gems, or like you see all these berries that have been there the whole time. And I feel like in seasons in life, like right now I'm picking the berries, but like after I pick the berries, like there's not going to be berries. And so it's going to take time for like some new berries to grow. And like that's the part of life. Like life is not always going to be picking the berries, having all the good stuff. Like you're going to get like, you know, the growing pains, like things are always going to be a little stagnant at times. Like it's all a process. It's like all a cycle. So feel like I'm bearing the fruits of practice. I have immense gratitude, and yeah, I'm just like really savoring every second that I'm here. Today we have like they do this monthly thing called Beyond Fear of Differences, where it just like talks about like marginalized communities and like things that are going on in the world, and uh trying to live in peace in like a world of differences. Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, I think after the conversation, I just felt like really sad. Just feeling like I feel like it's finally hitting me that I have only 2 weeks left, and that I'm going to be back in the world and be with people that think different than me or might have opinions of like what I'm doing. And there's been this like slight anxiety that's been festering. Um, and yeah, I'm still trying to navigate it. I feel like here it's been so, I don't know, I've just had the space to process my emotions. I have the space to like be myself. I have a sangha, I have a community. I feel like I can be myself, and I haven't felt like this in such a long time that it's so scary. Like the mind automatically kind of thinks that, oh, it's because I'm in this experience, and then like once I leave, that's gonna go away. But I know that's not true. And yeah, I've been thinking a lot about community and how community is so important, and that yeah, I think I do need to find a sangha in Orlando. And then I also need to take advantage of like the communities that I do have. I've been doing pole dancing for 2 years, and I go to the same studio. Like that's a place of community that I don't engage as much. I go to class and then I leave, but I could always engage. I could build connection, and like that's a community. I found a Zen center in Orlando, so I'm gonna try that out. Like I need to find a sangha. I really want to connect with this one online, but like I need a physical place to practice because the current people that I have around me in my life, I love them so much, but they don't practice. Like they're not, they don't know, they don't practice Zen. Um, they have different beliefs that I respect, but they're just not my beliefs, and I need a space for that because I feel like I've lost practice because I haven't had that space. Um, and then, yeah, I have my pole community, and then I used to work at a coffee shop in Orlando, and that place always feels like home. And I can always go and visit. I don't work there anymore, but like that's another place of community. And I go have a creative freedom community that I engage with, and yeah, I think I've definitely taken these communities for granted, and I think this experience told me that like I can engage in this more and get stuff out of it, and that I also need like I need a Zen sangha to help push my practice. But yeah, I think when I had this video, I was like feeling sad, but I don't know. I've been like with the sadness for like about 40-ish minutes now, so it's I don't know. I'm like I feel like I don't really want to talk much about it anymore. I thought I did. But yeah, I've had like slight anxieties about like coming back. I've like the part of me really wants to stay here, but part of me knows like my right now my path is meant to live in the outside world. um so yeah, I think this video is shorter, no clue, but yeah, just want to do a quick check-in. uh n- Major themes kind of, and yeah, I next so yeah, this weekend will be kind of a reflection of this, and then afterwards I think next like the next video will be the last video in the monastery. Isn't that so sad? And then after that, it'll be a video when I'm in New York. I'm actually really excited to go back to New York. I had so much fun in New York before coming here, and I'm even more excited to go back. I'm staying at a friend's apartment, uh, who has a like a lives on his own, and he's out of town. So I'm so thankful that he's letting me stay at his place while he's out traveling. And so I'm so excited to like be in my own space and like be in New York and like really have like a beautiful like moment in the city. So yeah, thank you so much for listening.